Welcome to this hands-on exercise. In this lesson, we will apply principal component analysis, also called PCA, for dimensionality reduction using scikit-learn. We will also visualize the explained variance ratio to understand how much information each principal component captures. First, we set up a sample dataset with about 200 records and 6 features. These features include height, weight, BMI, income, average daily steps, and daily calorie intake. All 6 features are numeric. This makes the dataset suitable for PCA. Before running PCA, we must standardize the data. We use StandardScaler to scale every feature so it has a mean of 0 and a standard deviation of 1. This step is important because PCA is sensitive to differences in scale. Now we fit PCA while keeping all components. Here is what the PCA code does. It initializes PCA to compute the same number of components as the original features. It fits and transforms the standardized data into the principal component space. It calculates how much variance each principal component explains. It computes the cumulative variance. It prints both values so you can choose the best number of components to keep. Let's interpret the PCA results. The first component captures about 36.7% of the total variance. The first 2 components together capture about 64.5%. The first 3 capture about 83.5%. By the 4th component, you have captured about 98.8% of the information. This means you can reduce 6 original features down to 3 or 4 principal components without losing much important information. Next, let's talk about the Scree Plot. A Scree Plot is a simple visual used in PCA. It helps you decide how many components to keep. On the x-axis, you see the principal components. On the y-axis, you see the variance explained by each component. The plot usually slopes downward because each new component explains less variance. Now, let's talk about cumulative explained variance. Cumulative variance adds the variance from each component as you go. For example, PC1 equals 40%, PC2 adds 30%, PC3 adds 20%. The cumulative value becomes 90%. This shows how much total information you keep when including the first few components. Why is this useful? Because it helps you choose the smallest number of components that still preserve most of the information. You usually look for the elbow point, where adding more components gives only a small improvement. The generated plot includes bars for the explained variance ratio of each component. It also includes a line for the cumulative explained variance. You can use this to quickly see how many components you need. Most workflows aim for 90 to 95% retained variance. You can also choose the number of components automatically. Next, we create a 2-dimensional scatter plot using the first 2 principal components. This plot is useful for checking visual patterns. It can also show whether clusters or groupings appear in the transformed data. Here are the key takeaways. Always standardize your data before applying PCA. Use the explained variance ratio and its cumulative sum to decide how many components to keep. Use Scree plots and principal component scatter plots to visualize structure and variance retention. And remember, PCA with n components equals 0.95 is an easy way to keep 95% of the information automatically.